I never thought the day I finally saved my family from financial ruin would be the day I lost the woman I loved, until it happened. My name's Ethan Carter, and for most of my life, my parents carried a secret shame. A mounting debt of $280,000 that hovered over our heads like a guillotine. That house wasn't just brick and mortar. It was our legacy, the place my grandfather built with his own hands, and the only real thing we had left from better times. I worked 2 jobs, flipped tech online, drove Uber at night, and for 5 long years I sacrificed every joy to build enough to pay it all off. All while my girlfriend of 3 years, Ava Monroe, stood by my side, cheering me on with soft kisses, home-cooked meals, and whispered promises of forever. I believed her. When I finally handed over the payment to the bank and held the title to the home, my parents cried, I cried, and Ava, she smiled like she already had her bags packed. The next morning, I woke up to find her side of the bed cold, her clothes gone, and a goodbye note that simply said, "Thanks for everything. You were a great stepping stone." I stood there laughing, not because it was funny, but because it was tragic in the most cinematic way. She had access to the funds because I trusted her. Joint account. Big mistake. She withdrew the entire remaining balance, almost $112,000. Money I had saved for renovations and maybe, just maybe, a ring. I couldn't believe she vanished like a ghost. No calls. No texts. Her social media wiped. I fell into a spiral, wondering how I could have been so blind. But that's where the story should have ended. Except fate had a better twist planned. 3 months later, I saw her again, on a yacht, laughing in the arms of a man twice my age, a real estate mogul named Victor Langston. Ava had upgraded. Or so she thought. What she didn't know was Victor's son, Mason Langston, happened to be my college roommate and my best friend, someone I'd once saved from expulsion after a party gone wrong. When I told Mason everything, he didn't even blink. "Let's destroy her," he said. And we did. Step 1. Mason invited her to the Langston family estate in Malibu under the pretense of a romantic getaway. Ava, addicted to luxury, took the bait. Step 2. While she slept, we cloned her phone, tracked her communications, and got access to the offshore account she thought no one knew about. Turns out she wasn't just a gold digger. She was laundering money through stolen identities. We turned the info over to the feds, but not before Mason hosted a grand masquerade party at the estate and invited me as the entertainment for the night. I walked in dressed like a king, every eye on me, including hers. She froze, drink in hand, as I walked right up and whispered, "Still think I'm a stepping stone?" Before she could answer, federal agents swarmed in and arrested her on the spot. Her face drained of all color. I just laughed again, this time louder, stronger, free. In the weeks that followed, I received a letter from her in jail apologizing, begging me to forgive her, claiming she did it all for survival. I burned it. My parents now live in peace in the home I saved. And I turned the entire ordeal into a best-selling memoir titled, The House She Couldn't Steal. But the best part? I found love again, with someone who saw me not as a wallet or a means to an end, but as a man with a broken past and a heart still capable of loving. Her name is Lila, and she runs a small animal rescue I donated to anonymously last year. She said when I showed up, she recognized me from my story, but loved me for the way I knelt down and spoke gently to a wounded dog before even introducing myself to her. Now, whenever we sit on the porch of my childhood home, holding hands under the old oak tree, I remember everything I lost and everything I gained. And if I ever laugh now, it's not out of pain, but because somehow betrayal led me to a life even better than I dreamed.